Hey, what's up YouTube? Houston here. Hey, if you're trying to pay off credit card debt, okay, and you're financially struggling, I'm going to show you a few things that definitely can instantly help you. Also, I'm going to give you some resources not only to help you, but possibly help some of your loved ones, all right? Now, if you're trying to pay off credit card debt, I'm going to talk about some personal loans, but before I talk about those personal loans, we're going to talk about what other things you can do. Here's the thing about it. You may be trying to pay off a charge-off, okay? Collection agency may have that charge-off, right? And if that collection agency has that charge-off, one of the things about it you need to understand, do they have the right of assignment? Okay, and also number two is, what about the statutes of limitation? Okay, number three is, do they have the accurate data points? This is something that's big that a lot of people don't know. With a lot of collection agencies, because I've worked in the credit industry for almost 25 years, a lot of collection agencies, they may have a name, they may have an account number. Okay, they don't even have the full account number 90% of the time. They may have the first 5-6 digits of that account number. Okay, they may have an address, but here's the thing that they don't have. They don't actually have the last activity of the account, and they're not reporting that, right? Now, in terms of a charge-off, please understand this. If you had a creditor charge your account off, what you can do if you don't have the ability to pay that charge off, because what they did, they already filed it with the IRS, okay? And what they filed with the IRS, they stated that, hey, we took it as a loss. So they took it as a loss, and then they profited on the back end. Well, you as the individual, since they stated that you was the one that caused that financial burden on them, what you can do, you can request a COD 1099. It's a cancellation of debt 1099. Okay, so what that does, once, and they should, if they don't, you need to contact the CFPB. All right, this is how you get out of debt, especially when you have a charge off in a collection agency. What you would do is reach out to the CFPB, okay? If they don't give you that cancellation of debt 1099, so what that cancellation of debt 1099 is basically, it's like a document that says that, hey, this is earned income because you didn't take care of this debt. Now you have to claim it on your taxes, all right? And so by them actually providing that to you, now it's your financial responsibility to notify the IRS that, hey, this is what happened. Now, this is very important. Please excuse the noise in the background, but this is very important about the CFPB. All right, if that creditor does not give you that cancellation of debt 1099, you need to send in a notification to the CFPB, because they cannot legally collect on a charge off debt. Now, how does it reflect on your credit file? Well, here's the thing about it. If you have a charge-off account with a zero balance, it doesn't reflect in FICO. Maybe Vantage, but not in FICO. All right. Now, this is the reason I tell people you need to rely more on your FICO than your Vantage score. Okay, so that's very important. Now, if you have a balance, again, they need to give you a COD 1099 COD, cancellation of debt. All right, and so that's what you need to do to count that as income on your half when you file your taxes. All right, now that being said, that's step number one to help you get out of credit card debt. Step number two, you need more income, right? So if you haven't this year, this is the last quarter of the year, then you may want to file a tax exempt. You can file a tax exempt for 3 to 4 months. That way they're no longer taking taxes out of your paycheck, and your income goes up. That way you can have extra money to pay down some of your bills, some of your credit card bills and stuff like that. All right, we're going to address like your household bills and stuff, so we're going to address that in a minute. Now, here's another thing. If you have a car payment, Most people are not aware of this. If you've been on time with your car payments and stuff and you haven't missed any car payments, you can reach out to your lender and ask them if you can skip a payment. Sometimes they'll let you skip one payment, sometimes they'll let you skip up to 2 payments per year. Alright, and what they do, they put that on the back end, and it doesn't reflect on your credit. Alright, you have to give them the notification that you need to skip a payment or whatever, and once they do the adjustment, so they can stop reporting it to the credit bureaus. But yes, you can skip a payment on your car, and so that would possibly be enough money to help pay down your credit card debt. Now, in terms of paying down the credit card debt, this is what I would suggest that you do. Look at all of your credit card accounts, all right? And you want to go from smallest account to your largest account, and you want to pay them down to 0. The reason you want to do that, one, is going to make you feel better knowing that you're actually gaining some traction. So if you have accounts that's $150, $300, $500, $1,000, so you set it up like that, pay that $150 off, then you pay the other accounts as you go along. Now, if they're open, active accounts, make sure you're making at least the minimum payments on the other accounts, okay? This is the snowball effect that I talk about. The reason that you want to do that, again, one, is going to make you feel better. Also, the more accounts you pay off, the higher your credit score is going to go up as well. So your credit score starts to get back in line. All right. Now, that's something else you can do. Now, in terms of if you need an actual personal loan and you have challenging credit or bad credit and your DTI is above 55%, here's some of the lenders you may want to check out. All right, the first lender you want to check out is Cash USA. All right, they offer loans up to $10,000. Now, the reason that I'm telling you about these here lenders again is because they're not focused on the credit score. Their main thing, they're focused on your ability to pay. So they use different data points, such as how long you've been on your job, how long you've been at your place of residence, do you have an active bank account? Okay, that's what they look at. So those are the data points that makes them want to do, and an active phone number as well as an email. All right, so different data points. Even the credit bureaus that they pull from are not even the major credit bureaus if they decide to take a look. Now, that being said, you also have One Main Financial. Now, One Main Financial, their loans go from $1,500 up to $20,000. Again, you're working with lenders that do not do a hard pull on your credit, and these are almost guaranteed approval loans. The reason that you may not be guaranteed, again, you may not have an active checking account, you may have been recently filed a bankruptcy, something like that. But usually, because these are high interest unfortunately, they're predatory loans, but if you need the money, it is what it is if it's going to help you get some leeway with getting out of debt, right? So that's the reason. Then you have Opportune Loans. Their loans go from $300 to $6,000, and then $6,000 to $10,000. So first term $300 to $6,000. That's the first time you borrow. Then the second time you borrow, you can borrow from $6,000 up to $10,000. All right. Now, you also have Upstart. Again, another fintech company. They're not tripping off of the personal credit. They're actually looking at what's going on, your job history, how long you've been at your place of residence, active bank account. Again, with Upstart, their loans go from $1,000 up to $50,000. Okay. Now, you have one more lender on here, and then we're going to talk about some other resources that may be able to help you with your utilities and stuff like that. So that's definitely going to help you in terms of helping you get out of debt. The other lender is personalloans.com. Now, personalloans.com, they're a platform, has a host of lenders and stuff like that. Their loans go from $500 up to $35,000. Now, let's talk about the resources to help you get your rent paid, utilities paid. All right, so you have the emergency rental assistance program. All right, a lot of people in the community or elders and stuff that may be struggling with rent and stuff like that, they should reach out to them, because there's money that's been budgeted in to help people cover their rent, especially in this type of economy and stuff like that. So there is capital out there to help you catch up on your rent, or to keep you in your place so you're not displaced. All right, now in terms of one of the bigger things that a lot of people miss out on is like internet service. Okay, with internet service, there's a program out there that cuts your internet bill in half if you meet the qualifications, and so it's called the Affordable Community Program. Excuse me, the Affordable Connectivity Program. And so what that would do, that will basically cut your internet bill up to half, because most people these days, they really don't have like use cable and stuff because of Netflix and stuff like that. And by the way, for many of you that are using those services, Netflix, Hulu and stuff like that, sometimes if you're just trying to save up to pay down your credit card and stuff, sometimes it's easy to let those go, because you can buy the Roku and you can have all of those TV shows. Most of the time you can have all those different TV shows that you're watching, they're on Roku or whatever. Okay, but hey, if I'm financially strapped, I'm not tripping off a TV anyway. I'm trying to get money in my pocket, so I'm gonna pick up a side hustle to help pay down my credit card debt. All right, now that being said, you can go to benefits.gov. okay, if you go to benefits.gov, all right, there's a program to help you pay your utilities. All right, and the reason I'm sharing is because I know it's a lot of us in the community. We're struggling, we're trying to look for resources, trying to get people to help us. I will tell you, the best place for you to go to get all of the information that you need locally, go to your public library. Go to your public library, and all you have to do is ask them, could you help me find the resources to pay rent, pay utilities? And they have all those resources there to help you. That's the best place to go. Go to the library, and there's somebody there that's always there that has all those resources to help you. All right, now for those of you that are, again, trying to rebuild your credit, trying to get business credit funding, personal credit funding, click the link in the description. And if this video is helping you, leave a comment. Let me know if this information is helpful to you. So this is Houston with 3-Way Funding. Thank you.